Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I welcome you all to the lecture number 6 of Electric Circuit Analysis 1. Today we are going to study the topic number 4.4 of our textbook. The name of this topic is source transformation. As the topic indicates that we are going to change the sources. We are studying electric sources, that current sources, electric sources divided into two parts, that is current source and voltage source. And the transformation means, this means we have to transform from voltage source to current source and from current source to voltage source. Why do we do this? What is the purpose of doing it? The purpose is to simplify the circuits and find an equivalent circuit of a complex circuit into a more simplified one. And the principle or the law that we are going to use in the transformation is Ohm's law, which is voltage is directly proportional to current and V is equal to IR is the equation of this law. Source transformation can be done as if we have a voltage source in series with a current source, then between terminals A and B, then this can be transformed into a current source in parallel to a resistor between the same terminals AB. And similarly, if we have a current source in parallel to a resistor, this can be transformed into a voltage source in series with a resistor between the same terminals AB. The governing principle is Ohm's law. Here, when we have to find the new Vs, it will be Is, the previous current source, into the resistance R. Over here, if we have to find the new Is, it is like I is equal to V by R by inserting the values of Vs and R. Here I would also like to mention that unlike superposition, where we used to deal with independent sources, here we can also transform dependent sources into each other. Like for example, if I have a dependent voltage source in series with a resistor, this can be transformed into a dependent current source and in parallel to a resistor. Please remember that dependent is going to be transformed into a dependent, and also recall that the diamond shape shows a dependent source. When we have a polarity across a dependent source, this means that is a voltage source. When we have an arrow inside the dependent source, that means it's a current source. Moreover, please recall that the arrowhead is directed towards the positive signs. For example, if I have a positive sign over here, then the arrowhead is upward. However, in the other hand, if I had a positive signs toward the downward direction, then the arrow would also have been in the downward direction. So the arrow follows the polarity of the voltage source and vice versa. Over here I have written it. So in order to have a clear understanding of this topic, I would like to do practice problem number 4.6. I have left example for you because it's a bit simpler and I want you to have an understanding of it on yourself. Now we have this circuit, and what we have to do is we have to find I naught. I naught is the current that is flowing through the 7 ohm resistor, and we have to do it by using source transformation. We will have to do it since till the point that we cannot further simplify the circuit. So looking at the circuit, I would like to I can see that this is all one node and this is all one node. So what I do is I would like to take these three things. This 6 ohm is parallel to 3 ohm. So first of all, I would like to solve the 6 and 3 ohm resistor parallel combination by using the R equivalent formula of finding resistance equivalent. I get to know that R equivalent becomes 2 ohm over here. So the circuit simplifies. I've transformed the two resistances, that is 6 ohm, 3 ohm, now into a new 2 ohm resistor. Now I can see that I have a current source in parallel to a resistance. So I can easily transform this thing into a voltage source. The new voltage value will be V is equal to IR. I is the current source value, R is the resistance value, and I get to know that the new voltage would be 10 volt. The R equivalent, the same R resistance value, will go on here between the same terminals AB. Now I'll substitute this equivalent circuit into the original circuit and see how much my circuit has simplified. So you can see that from minus plus 5 volt, this portion that I have drawn in the red color has been transformed. The rest of the circuit is the same. Now what I can do is I can further simplify this circuit by adding these two resistors which are in series to each other. So series equivalent, you know that we just add up 1 plus 4, it will become 5 ohm resistor. So the new circuit will now be, I'll have a 5 ohm resistor equivalent of this 3 ampere is the same, the rest of the circuit is the same. I just have moved this voltage source from here to there to this point because they are in series, so I can, like, A plus B is equal to B plus A, it does not matter. What I did this because I want to add the two sources and further simplify this circuit and to make the number of elements less. So by adding these two, these are in the same polarity, minus plus minus plus, so I'll have the same polarity, and so the magnitude adds up. 10 plus 5 is 15. The same, this resistor remains the same, and the rest of the circuit is also the same. I have just, what I did is, like, I moved this 5 ohm resistor to this side and this 3 ohm current in the same direction to this side. Nothing has changed in the circuit. So now you can see that I can use source transformation because I have a voltage source in series to a current to a resistance. So what I can do is I can find the new I, which will be I is equal to V over R, 15 by 2 ohm. So the new current source will be 7.5 amperes, and the same R is equal to 2 ohm will be in the same direction. So I have the resultant transformed circuit is over here, 7.5 ampere in the upward direction, 2 ohm, and this is how I get the resultant circuit. I can still do source transformation over here and do some simplification. First of all, what I do is I combine this current source with this current source. Both are in the upward direction, so their magnitude will just simply add up, and the current direction will be in the upward. 7.5 plus 3 becomes 10.5. So I can show simply one resistor, one source instead in place of it, that is 10.5 ampere over here. And now we have two resistances in parallel to each other, this 2 ohm resistor and this 5 ohm resistance. So what I do is I try to find the R equivalent of this to simplify the circuit even further. By finding the R equivalent, we get to know that it is 10 by 7. I just replace the 5 and 2 by a single one resistance, that is 10 by 7 ohm. The current source is this, and this is the point over which we have to find the unknown current. So now you can see that it's simple, a series parallel combination of two resistances that is powered by a single current source. I have to find the current over here. I cannot further simplify this circuit, so because then how this, I'll lose this unknown. So what I would do is, if I have to find the current in a parallel circuit, what I do is I use current divider rule. The current divider rule states that R opposite divided by R sum of all resistance into the applied. So opposite resistance is 10 by 7, sum of all is 7 plus 10 by 7, and the applied source is 10.5 amperes. So by inserting values and simple arithmetic and mathematic multiplication division, I get to know that the current value is 1.779, which I can round off to 1.78 ampere. So this is how you got to know that we are simplifying the circuit by source transformation. We'll do it till there's no further simplification of the circuit. You can do the example number 4.6, which is related to this topic. It is solved in the book on page number 137, and you can easily solve it. Still, if you have any problems, if you have any queries, I can discuss them with you in our online session, question and answer session relevant to this particular lecture. I wish you best of luck. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.